guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this terrific Tuesday here in Connecticut. Life's good, guys. Life's good. It's nice to be back and just doing my thing without having to... Anyway, I don't want to get into it. Anyway, thumbnail. Frank Kaderabek. Great. No other word for it. No other word for it. He was a tremendous trumpet player. One I would put right on the same echelon as Mel and Herseth. Okay? Anyway, I have played a little bit, so let me honk and we'll talk about Frank Kaderabek. I've been wanting to do this for quite a while and it just keeps on getting lost in the shuffle. So once and for all, here we go. Anyway, hellacious 3-octave double C's, a little tartini, easy as can be. Anyway, Frank Kaderabek. Now, he got a little bit of a bum rap. As all the accolades he's gotten and all the great jobs he's had, he was principal in Detroit. He was fourth trumpet with Herseth in Chicago. He was... principal trumpet for many years in Philadelphia. Guys, those are top jobs. Those are top jobs. Anyway, he first sort of came, I'm not going to say came to prominence, but came to everybody's forefront of their recognition. He played in the same section as Mel Broyles in West Point. Now, if you could just picture these two monsters full of piss and vinegar, and the word was, and this was before my time for sure, the word was creeping down from New York City. Now, West Point is, several miles up the Hudson River in upstate New York. And Mel would come down for lessons with Vacchiano, and Kaderabek would study with, was it Nathan Prager? Doesn't matter. They must come down. So people knew who they were. But these guys would just have a battle of the bands, battle of the trumpet at every single rehearsal. I'm taking it up an octave and I can play that solo better than you. And it's just. But they came through it all without too much blood and gore and mutual respect from each of them. That amazing video of the clinic that Mel Broyles did was actually down at Curtis, where at the time Kaderabek was the head trumpet instructor. So he was the one that brought him in, and Mel, acknowledged him being in the audience and all this sort of stuff. But also he came to my prominence as fourth trumpet with Herseth in Chicago. Now you talk, Mel and him, Herseth and him, just incredible. Incredible. Now, when he went to Philadelphia, and this is the myth, this is the lore, if anybody has a little more prominence, privy to a little more close to it, leave it down below, that's fine. But the scuttlebutt was that Eugene Ormandy, the legendary iconic conductor for Philly, wanted what Schulte had in Chicago, a powerful brass section. And basically what the orchestra was at the time was a very lush. At the time, Philly was more Boston Symphony than it was Chicago. Nobody was Chicago. Nobody was Chicago at that time or ever. But he wanted that. So when the principal trumpet job came open, he gave it to Kaderabek, who was, needless to say, the best player available and just strong as can be. But you just can't put a bull in a china shop and think it's going to work. What he did, he just left him out there naked, and he was playing the way he played in Chicago, the way he thought Ormandy wanted, and sure enough, he stuck out like a sore thumb. He stuck out like a sore thumb. And for that time, all he was getting, he was too loud, all he was getting was the hand from everybody, which really, really took away a lot of his brilliance, to my way of thinking. I heard him play live several times. Incredible. I heard him playing in Jerry's studio several times. He was very close to Jerry, mutual respect there. And I mean, he would just show off in the studio, you know, different mouthpieces and trumpets and all this sort of stuff. And it was just incredible, incredible playing. Now, I'm going to leave a clip down below that I want you to listen to, and I want you to keep in mind, he is well past it, well past his prime when he's doing this. Okay? There are clams that you wouldn't normally hear and whatnot. But I want you, even though this piece is more or less along the lines of a Caress the Baby, listen to the pop. Listen to the pop in his articulations. That it jumped when you're standing next to him in Jerry's studio and he's playing, you know, Ein Heldenleben on a C trumpet. Oh my God. It was Mel. It was Herseth-like. It was incredible. Now this, again, well past it. If you see other clips of the, you know, he hobbles onto the stage and he's very frail and all this sort of stuff. But you can hear the pop, the center of tone, even on a Bach mouthpiece. He's one of the few guys that could make those Mount Vernon Bachs work. And great. Absolutely great. As a person, he could have been nicer to me. I mean, I was nothing. I was just this dope hanging around Jerry's studio. Couldn't have been nicer to me. I know several people that studied with him at Curtis and went and got jobs, and they said he's the nicest guy in the whole world. Nicest guy in the whole world. And again, down in Philly, it wasn't all wine and roses. He got his butt handed to him a little bit. There's no question. But just an incredible, incredible trumpet player. And he's the first one to tell you. He told me this, his words to self, his idol was Harry James. When he was in high school and whatnot, all he wanted to be was Harry James. He had his own Harry James band where he fronted the band and he sang and he played. All that was the sound in his ear. Guys, for my money, as you know, that should be the sound in everybody's ear. Anyway, isn't this nice to be doing trumpet and not nonsense? Anyway, eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Not the fake stuff, true power. Love you all.